Hey everyone, it's Kaycienikole, and today we're going to go through kind of a mini flow class, not necessarily a vinyasa class because we're not going to be taking vinyasas, but we're going to be flowing from posture to posture, specifically focused on kind of twisty torso movements. So think lots of rotations, some opening up into the side body, as well as some fun transitions that we'll throw in here. So, however your mat is set up, expect to move around and play with different shifting of perspective on your mat. So, you might not be oriented on your mat the same way the entire time. And that's part of the fun and the play of the sequence. So, let's start off in a nice, comfortable seated position just to establish a little bit of grounding and breath. Close your eyes, lift the spine, feel the shoulders soften. Try to stack the bones from the hips all the way up to the crown of your head. Shoulders relax away from the ears as you spread open across the front of the chest, creating more spaciousness. Exhale, let all of your breath go. Slow breath through the nose. Take your time. Expand it open. Holding at the top. And then open up your mouth and let it out. One more time, slow breath in. Once you've reached the top, just pause here. Keep the breath through the nose, slow breath out. Take one more on your own, really link up with your breath rhythm. And then relax your breath back, still maintaining your breath in and out of the nose, but now at a more natural pace. Coming into your ujjayi breath, that slight constriction of your airway down the back of your throat. And just gently blink open through the eyes. We're going to start off with some seated cat-cows to open up through the spine and through the pelvis. Inhale, hands cup over the knees. Begin to lift up through your chest. Feel your sit bones start to draw back, getting full extension in the spine. And then exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, tuck your chin, lean back into it as you curl your spine into some flexion. Inhale, scoop the heart forward and up. Feel that seated cow position. And then exhale, round your seated cat. Go ahead and take a couple more full rounds on your own. And then once you have completed this final breath, come back into a nice neutral positioning. Hands come together at heart center. Lift the spine, take a deep breath in. Keep the hands at your heart as you exhale, twist to the right side, using just the trunk muscles to support this rotation. Lifting taller on the inhale, press into the roots, and then exhale, rotating. Feel your rib cage leading the movement, maybe looking back over your right shoulder. Let's take one more. Keep the hands at your heart. Inhale, rotate all the way back to center, lifting tall. And then exhale, twist to the left side. Same thing. Try to find more lift and length on the inhale and maintain the length. Exhale, rotate open. Rib cage, maybe look back over. Let's take another breath. And then slowly come all the way back to center. Arms reach up over your head. Deep breath in. Bend your elbows, pull them back as you open up your chest, and feel the arms sweep down to your sides. Let's make our way into a tabletop position, coming onto all fours. And from your tabletop, press into the hands. Really feel the grip through the fingertips, the base of the fingers, and the heels of the hands, and just find little circular motions over the wrists. And if at any point the wrists start to feel a little cranky today, you can always modify by dropping the forearms down to the ground. Now, once you've come back, let's tuck the toes and find your way back into a downward facing dog. You can pedal out your legs a little bit here. Just going to be here for a few breaths. Find length into the spine, bend your knees as generously as you'd like here. And then let's step the feet as closely together as it feels good. Inhale the right leg up nice and tall. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Feel that stretching down the entirety of your body here. One more breath. Now inhale, straighten out the legs, square the hips. Exhale, bring your knee towards your chest and then twist it towards your left arm. Slight rotation. And then slowly keep it tilted to the left as you lower the knee all the way to the ground. And then the foot on that knee that just grounded, sweep it back to the right side so it's a little bit of a kickstand. You're going to take your right hand, reposition it so it's in alignment with that knee. Okay, so you're kind of replacing your left hand with your right. And then open up the back foot, open up the chest, and then reach your top hand, left hand up towards the ceiling. Now from here, stabilize. Start to press into the ground with your hand and your knee and feel your back foot float up away from the ground. Let's take another breath. Slowly lower the foot back down to the ground. Now from here, use your strong core muscles. Come all the way up, arms out to a T. Now with your arms out to a T, we're not going to pull on the arms. We're just going to use the rotation of the trunk. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist to the right side. Let the torso rotate. The arms stay completely out to the sides. Couple more breaths. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to do the other side, long spine. Exhale, twist left. Couple breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. Now from here, hands drop down to the ground in front of you. We're going to do the same thing from here. Plant the left hand down right underneath the shoulder, right hand to your waist. Long spine. And then exhale, twisting your ribs and chest open to that right side just as much as it feels good. Let's take another breath here. Right hand comes down, right underneath the right shoulder. Open up the ribs and chest, left hand high. Notice how there's much more space on this side since we have that hip opened up a little bit. Let's take another breath. Slowly take the top hand down. You're going to walk your hands to the right, around to the front of the mat as you pivot your right foot in. Step your left knee forward, separate the knees, and find your way back into a downward facing dog. We're going to do that same thing, but now on the other side. So let's step the feet together. Inhale your left leg up. Open up the hip, bend into the knee, and spend another breath or so here. Inhale, straighten out the legs, square the hips. Exhale, knee towards your chest and then slightly towards the right arm. Maybe it touches, maybe not. Keep it to the right as you lower the knee down to the ground. Kickstand the foot back a little bit and then take your left hand and bring it where your right hand is. Open up your back foot and reach your right hand high. Now from here, really press into the ground, adjust as needed. Right leg lifts up. Nice strong core foundation here. Now as the foot comes down to the ground, strong core, inhale, come all the way up, arms to a T. Long spine, take a deep breath in. Exhale, twisting to the right side. Once again, make sure you're not pulling on the shoulders or arms. You're rotating from your trunk. The arms just simply follow. One more breath. Inhale, come back around to center. Exhale, twist to the left side. Same thing. Long spine, rotating open. One more breath. Come back to center. Set the hands down to the ground right in front of you. As you do, we're going to keep the right hand planted, left hand to the waist. Long spine. And then rotate your ribs and chest open to that left side. Maybe the left hand reaches up. One more breath here. Slowly exhale, left hand down underneath the left shoulder. Open up ribs and chest. Right hand reaches up. Really press that bottom hand into the ground. Avoid collapsing into the shoulder. One more breath in. And then exhale, right hand down. Walk your hands to the left, back around to the front. Pivot your feet. Let's go ahead and bring the right knee forward. Separate the feet here. And then make your way back, downward facing dog. So we're going to have similar option for this next kind of the beginning of this flow, but I'll also give option for going deeper. Let's step the feet together. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale, straighten the legs, square the hip. Exhale, knee towards your left arm. You can either stay here and drop the knee like we did before, or extend the leg all the way out. Left hand reaches high as you open up that back foot 90 degrees. Okay. Now, whether your knee is down or your leg is extended, you're going to slowly lower your right hip to the ground. And if the knee is bent, go ahead and extend the leg out here. Sit yourself up. So we're kind of in this 90-degree straddle with the legs. We're going to open up into our side body from here. Left hand to the inside of the leg. Right arm reaches up. As you reach up, press into the leg, open up the chest, and then lean over to the left side as much as it feels good. Breathing here, finding space. Inhale, come all the way up. Right hand touches down to the ground. Left hand high. Open up the chest or maybe press to the feet and lift the hips. And then slowly come all the way back down. Now from here, we're going to bend into the left knee. Okay. Create a 90-degree bend into the knee. And then we're going to bend the right knee. Bring it in. So we have a 90-90 sit. Front shin and back thigh are parallel. Back shin and front thigh are parallel. Okay. Framing over your left leg, spine up nice and tall. And then exhale, slowly fold over that left leg as much as you can, easing in. Feel free to add a little bit of dynamic movement if that feels good. Otherwise, you can settle more into the stillness of this position. Give yourself a couple more nice deep breaths. Now, if you're on your forearms, take your right hand and cup over the knee. Okay. If you're up on your hands, hand can still cup over the knee and that's fine. Your forearm will just be lifted off the ground. Your left hand is going to step out a little bit wider off to the side of the mat. Now, whatever variation you're in, whether you're up on your hands or if your right elbow is down, you're going to stay on your left hand and then you're going to pull the knee with your right hand as though you're trying to pull it into the middle of your mat. But your knee is also going to be resisting by pushing back out towards the side of the mat. So you feel a little bit of engagement here. And then press to your left hand and rotate your ribs and chest to that left side. So you're getting activation into that outer hip, but you're also getting some rotation in the spine, which is going to help intensify the opening in that outer hip. Your outer hips and twists go hand in hand. Let's take one more breath. As you release, go ahead and walk yourself back around to center and then up. We're going to pull the left foot in a little bit closer. And then we're going to lean into the left hip, sweep the right leg around and cross it to the outside. Now from here, as you hold on to the knee, lift your spine, inhale, and then exhale, twisting to the right. You can stay holding on with your left hand, right fingertips go to the ground behind you. You can also intensify by taking elbow to the outer thigh and using it as leverage. Now, go ahead and take a couple more breaths here on your own. If the foot does not step to the outside of the leg, that's okay. You can step it to the inside, and that's perfectly fine as well. Okay. If it is to the outside and you're feeling really open and the elbow feels like it has room to extend the arm, you can extend. Maybe even connect to that front knee. Long spine and rotate. Take one more breath. As you release, come back around to center, walk your hands off to the left side, and just kind of round yourself down. And then you're going to lift the hips, pivot on the feet as you walk them around, hands forward, and then walk the feet back into downward dog. If that felt like all over the place, just sweep your legs around and make your way here. Step the feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Open up the hip, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the legs, square the hips. Exhale, knee towards your right arm, twist. Stay here. Maybe drop the knee or extend the leg out. Open up the back foot, right hand reaches up. Let's take another breath here. And then lower your left hip all the way down. If your knee is bent on that left side, go ahead and extend it out. Sit yourself up so your legs are still in that straddled position. Right hand to the inside, left arm up. Breath in. And then exhale, leaning over to the right side, stretching into the side body. One more breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Left hand drops to the ground behind you. Lean into the hand. Right hand up as you open up the chest. Stay here or press your hips off the ground. And slowly lower yourself all the way back down. Now from here, we're going to take a bend into the right knee. Try to get the shin parallel with the back edge of your mat. And then you're going to bend your left knee. Find that 90-90 sit, just like we did on the other side. Framing over your right leg, lift the spine. And exhale, slowly start to fold over your right leg. As you ease in, you don't have to come onto your forearms. Maybe you're up on your hands. Maybe you open up the elbows if you are on your forearms and you lower closer towards your chest. Find what feels best for you. Close your eyes. Let yourself ease in. We're going to take about 3 or 4 slow breaths here. Let's take one more. Okay. Now, whether you are on your forearms or your hands, if you're down on your chest, come up to your forearms, okay? Left hand is going to grab a hold of the right knee. Right hand slides off to the side, staying on your hand, okay? Now, cupping the knee with your hand, you're going to pull it towards the center of the mat, but resist by pressing the knee back out. And then press your right hand and gently rotate your ribs and chest to the right side as you maintain that bit of resistance and tension building. One more breath. Relax the tension, walk it back around and all the way up. You're going to slide your right foot in a little bit closer towards your groin, lean into the right hip and sweep your left leg around. Okay, so if it doesn't step all the way over, you can just keep it to the inside. Otherwise, lock it over that opposite knee. Okay, spine up tall, hands cup around the knee, lift the spine, and then exhale, twist to the left side, left fingertips come to the ground behind you. Stay here, continue to lift and twist deeper on the exhales. Maybe hook your elbow to the outside of the thigh. Once again, you can stay here or extend your right arm, cup the hand over that right knee. Make sure it's not going to curl your spine to do so. And then you can rotate from here. Deepen your breath. And then inhale, come around to center. Walk your hands off to the right side and just round yourself down. And then you're going to lean in, press through the feet, lift the knees, rotate it back around, walk the hands around, step the feet back, drop the knees, take a child's pose. Settle in, relax, find your breath. And then make your way back up into a nice, comfortable seated position. So from your seated position, if you know that you want to take a shavasana here, please feel free to complete your practice however you choose. I wanted to keep this short and sweet today. So we get all that good stuff, that nice opening up into the spine, but we can ground from here if this is all the time that you have. Close your eyes, lift the spine, relax the shoulders, take a deep breath in through the nose. Then open up your mouth, let it out. Let's do that one more time. Slow inhale. And a nice conscious release out through the mouth. And then allow your breath to move in and out of your nose again, but this time at a very relaxed pace. Feel that sense of grounding down, all that energy. Join your hands together at your heart center. Be grateful for your bodies exactly as they are. Being grateful for this breath. And set an intention to guide you through the rest of your day. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. So much gratitude. Thank you, thank you. You can open up your eyes whenever you're ready. So hopefully that felt good in your body to move a little bit, but nothing too strenuous. Able to take some of that energy throughout your day. Once again, if you prefer to have more grounding energy at the end, you can always add on your own little mix. But I would love to hear your feedback in the comments and looking forward to practicing with y'all again soon. Thanks again.